Professor Jin Canrong, an acclaimed academician and foreign policy expert of China, delivered a public talk on China's foreign policy at Institute of Strategic Studies in Islamabad. More in this report by our special correspondent Raza. Let's have a look.
China's foreign policy is based on principles of development first, equal partnership, non-intervention, and faith in United Nations. This was stated by Professor Jin Canrong, Associate Dean, School of International Studies, Renmin University, Beijing, China, who was delivering a public talk on China's foreign policy after the 19th National Congress of Communist Party of China and its international relations in the 21st century at the Institute of Strategic Studies, Islamabad.
Neighborhood diplomacy is always a very important part of China's diplomacy, especially after our current leader Xi Jinping came into power. If you have a chance to travel in China, you will find this fact that the public, average public, grassroots public, they usually consider Pakistan as the best friends of China. I think China will also pay more attention to Pakistan-China relations. And especially China will focus on the possibility to have more cooperation on Silk Road Initiative.
Earlier, Ambassador Khalid Mahmood, Chairman of Institute of Strategic Studies, Islamabad, introduced the topic and welcomed Professor Jin Canrong to Pakistan. After the public talk by Professor Jin, new DG of ISSI, Ambassador Azaz Chaudhry, summed up the proceedings.
And I must say that it is my good fortune that the very first subject that I am dealing with in my new position relates to our time-tested friend China. Professor was very candid. He elaborated the foreign policy of China very systematically, and I think there are many lessons for many developing countries to learn from this experience.
Several officials of Embassy of China also attended the event.
Talk of Professor Jin, I think he has mentioned that our foreign policy to Pakistan is a very important part of China's neighborhood diplomacy, and our foreign policy to Pakistan is a linchpin. Because the CPAC is a major and pilot project under the Belt and Road Initiative. So far, CPAC is the most successful project under the BRI.
A large number of diplomats from Pakistan and foreign countries, as well as security and foreign policy experts, were also present on the occasion. In an all-encompassing talk by Professor Jin Canrong of Renmin University of China, he focused on the various aspects of Chinese foreign policy during the 21st century. And now that China is proceeding ahead with rapid development under the direction of President Xi Jinping, and the BRI initiative is the linchpin of Chinese foreign policy these days, this lecture basically pointed the way forward, and that is China believes in globalization, and it believes in taking not only the whole region but the whole world together on the road of progress. This is Raza Khan reporting for PD World from Islamabad.